Alright, so we know what set we're going to do. This Sunday we're going to do set 8. So you're going to find set 8 right there on the dock. Double click on it to open it. And when you're ready to play it, make sure you're on slide 1 on here, over here on the left. There you go. Click on slide 1. Okay. And go ahead and tell it to play in order to start it. Okay. So now that is on the screen. You're ready to go, and you can dance back and forth, or Rainy can help you.
Here, I find the play set here.
Yep.
And
as soon as he's finished speaking, you'll mute him and then play that.
Well,
he will say his first verse, so you'll make sure he's unmuted. And now he's unmuted. Okay, he's speaking, he's finishing up. Go ahead, and he just finished. So now what do you do?
Then I'm going to hit this.
So when you clicked it once, it took it off. It made this the primary software. That's why it didn't play anything, because that soundboard was on front. Yeah, so I always start the songs, well, not always, I'm not perfect. I start the songs really low and bring them up, because sometimes it has that hard start where it's really loud. Right. So then you play it.
Click it twice. Double click.
Well, sometimes if you do that, it'll have that rough start. So what it means is, if you were to click this next song now, it's not going to play. The reason being, the soundboard's up. So clicking it once, see the name here, GLD Editor?
Yeah.
That's saying what software you're using. So you're clicking it once and telling it, I want to use ProPresenter. The name here will change to ProPresenter, because that's the current software you're using. So click anywhere on ProPresenter, and you can click here. And now see it says ProPresenter 6. Now you're using ProPresenter 6. That's why you had to double click. But if you double click, if I tell you yes, double click to start it, then it's gonna, go ahead now and double click that second song. See what happens. Now double click again. See, it starts over. Sometimes, that's why I can't say yes, double click every time. Okay, I can, but it's not gonna come across perfect if you do. It might start playing the first few seconds of the song,
So
and
you did click it once.
yes, so click it once. If it's highlighted and it's playing here, it's playing. Give it a few seconds before you start panicking, because some of the songs start out real quiet and they take like 17 seconds even to start. Some of them 5 seconds.
So when I mute him, I should minimize this.
It'll automatically go away. So it's like layers. If I want to look at this screen, but now I want to use this screen behind it. Yeah, so I click on this one, and it's just doing this and putting it in front of it. But now I want to use this one, even though I can see it, I can't alter that. I have to tell it to go away. But so that one click tells it go away, swap places. The second click says activate whatever I'm clicking on. And again, it says in the top left which software you are using.
Well, let's do it. We're done now with worship.
Okay, you're done with worship. Go ahead and clear all just to stop this song. Or that works. Okay,
so
you're done with the last song.
With worship.
It stops automatically. You're going to want to, all right, I would blank this out on the last song. Hit blank so that this blacks out the screen. Come over here, hit escape to get out of it, and then close it. Okay, now see, you're on Keynote, which is all this. So you can click off a Keynote Now you're on Finder. So go ahead and click on the soundboard itself. So now you're on GLD Editor. Now all you're doing here at this point is monitoring sounds. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to pull up. This is after service. You're closing Keynote. You're going to pull up the switcher. So remember, the switcher is
The switcher is.
After worship.
yes. This is after worship. You come over here.
It's this one,
You
right?
blank out the screen. Come over here and close Keynote. Yes, that is the switcher. When that's pulled up, now you have access to this device here, this camera system. You can use the cameras. You can use the keyboard. You can get everything set up, which you turn on his iPad, find the corresponding app Pro Remote that looks like ProPresenter on there, and double click on his slides so that it shows one. If it shows anything in his slides, you're good. Make sure you're on Pro Remote, not any of these others. Then you can hit enter to put that up on the screen. Make sure you're on program whenever you're ready.
And I just need to make sure that I have it where I want it.
Right. And then you can adjust the sensitivity if you want to. Perfect.
And then I'm ready to switch back and forward.
So there's nothing on the screen because you still have it blacked out. So he'll be right there. Yeah, so you'll see what you're putting on the screen, but the boss machine is still overriding everything. It's still on blank.
Right. And then I have to switch the program.
Yep, switch to program, and it'll put program on the screen, program on the recording. So as soon as I hit program, then you're good. He'll speak. He'll get ready for his first slide. All right, now he set his title slide, so you hit enter. And then you'll watch it change on the screen out there. Now his title slide is up on the screen for everybody to see and for the recording. And it's just that same process, enter as you want to swap them.
Okay, so then we're going to record.
Okay. So for his recording, it's really simple. He will give you one of 3 of these. They're all exactly the same, so don't worry about which one you get. They're just different. They hold different amounts of data. So it doesn't matter. They're all the same thing. If you're trying to get this, I don't know. So these devices are what we will record on. You will, well, I'll have you do it. You take this device and you can put it in either one of these 2 slots. And then push it in. When it lights up, it's in. At this point, I've already done it for today, but at this point, you'll hit input to make sure this is up. If program is ever not up, you can hit input. So now I blanked it out. So go ahead and hit input. Good, I've broken it. That's good. All right. No input. Okay, HDMI, input there. I just kept hitting input until something came up. You'll only need to hit input once. Again, so this is all, it's sturdy. When you pushed it in, it lit up.
Yes. Why is this button lit?
Okay, so it's labeled stop recording. So right now it's lit because that's the one that's selected. We're not recording. If we want to record, we're going to hit the button that says record. It's this circle.
Okay, got it.
And when we do that, a red light will start spinning around this, showing you that you are recording. And you can look in this window here in a second. Okay, so see, it's counting the amount of time it's been recording. So right now, this is on, this light's spinning, it's recording. This is how long you've been recording. And this little bit of information up here with numbers, you have 458 minutes and 39 seconds left that you can record on this before it's full. If for some reason you get this and you're recording and you notice by chance like, oh, I have 30 minutes left on that. which is rare because we usually get them cleaned off, and at any point you can take a second one of these, insert it, and if this fills up, it'll automatically kick over here to this.
Awesome.
Yeah, I don't usually put both in there. There's no need to, but if it ever does act like it's going to fill up, you notice that's going down. Oh, look, it's about to jump. Then it will jump automatically when this fills up.
Okay.
So to stop recording, just stop. Go ahead and pull it out. There's nothing special you have to do, nothing eject. Pull it out, yep. And at the end of the service, which is now, you hand him that, and you hand him the flash drive that he gave you to put the files on the computer. So now he has the video, and he has his original service, his slides. Yep, so we'll take that out. So these are labeled start and stop, basically. You don't need to worry about anything else. Input if you don't see anything. It's the same, input is the same as hitting input on the remote. It just changes the form that it's connecting to.